Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, a Core 4 parenting podcast blending soul and science-based strategies to empower pandemic moms like you, raising kindergarten-ready kids. I'm Cara Tyrrell, your host, a lifetime lover of littles, girl mom, early childhood educator, and conscious parenting coach who truly believes that how we connect and collaborate with our kids in the first 5 years is how we raise world-ready kids who will change this world. Would you like to transform your triggers? Join me for a free workshop called exactly that, Transforming Your Triggers, 6 simple steps for hijacking reactions and crafting intentional responses. You will leave this 60-minute free workshop with actionable strategies and script starters to help you stop that knee-jerk reaction and truly engage with your child inside a challenging moment. Register with the link in the show notes, and I cannot wait to see you there. Hey, welcome back to the show. Today's episode is really cool because I have a question from a mom, and I love that. There's nothing I love more than when a mom says, I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. Help, please. And they're vulnerable and courageous enough to submit a question. If this is you, please take advantage of the fact that there are people out there that truly want to help. And then make sure to listen to other moms' questions, because they might be a question you didn't even know you had, or an experience that you're having. That's why I'm here. That's why the show is here. And that's why we bring in experts. Okay, so back to it. Today's question is from a mom of a 2.5 and 4.5-year-old. She says, let me set the scene. We already know this is going to be good, right? I'm sitting at the picnic tables at Costco with 2 kids by myself. We've just shopped and they're eating pizza slices for dinner. My daughter isn't hungry, quote unquote, and keeps walking off into the aisle and is having nothing to do with sitting at the table while my son eats. Nothing was working to get her to sit down. If he wasn't actually eating, I would have just left. A version of this scenario happens often. One kid is enjoying whatever we're doing, while the other is wreaking havoc. The other day, my daughter was chill, enjoying farm animals, and my son kept wandering off into areas that we were not allowed to go into. When they both wreak havoc, I remove us from the situation. How do I handle it when it's only one and I'm flying solo? What an amazing question. And the fact that you are able to observe that this is your reality already makes it so you're ready to hear the answer. So here we go. Reasonable boundaries and clear boundaries where kids know where we are supposed to be and the expectations of what we're supposed to be doing inside a typical space are really hard to nail down. So in your situation in Costco, let's just drill deep for a minute. Your 2 kids, 2.5 and 4.5, walked into that store with the expectation set up. Stay with me, stay by the cart. We're going to be walking up and down the aisles, putting things in the cart, shopping, doing our groceries, right? And then within the same building, all of a sudden the expectations and the boundary lines shifted. You knew the new expectation. Okay, now it's dinner time. Now we're sitting at the tables. Now our job is to sit here and be together and safe until we're done with dinner. You as mom were clearly able to make that shift in your brain. Shopping versus dinner, 2 separate events. But your little one, your 2.5-year-old, struggled. She struggled to make sense of that. Before we were doing this, now we're doing this. So that's one way to really get your head wrapped around what's going on inside her brain. Okay. Now, next up is that this is doable. It's okay to have different expectations. But where do we have to ground in to make this happen? communicating it, being crystal clear. Because the thing about toddlers that we all know, but we don't exactly know how to make it happen, is that they love boundaries. They love the box that we put together that says, inside here, you can be you. Inside here, you can play and explore. But we have to clearly define where here is and what the boundaries of that box are. So let's do two things. After that frustrating experience, in a calmer moment later, once you're home and you're not elevated anymore and she's not elevated anymore, you can have the conversation. When we were at Costco, you did not sit at the table. And I was worried because it's my job to keep you safe. And you kept running into the store when it was time to eat dinner. Next time we go to Costco, I'll tell you when we're switching from shopping to dinner mode. And if you're not hungry, let's make a plan to bring something. You choose a toy, you choose a book, you choose an activity that you know you can sit at the table and do so that we can eat and I can still keep you safe. Okay, so that's a conversation you can have after. Then here's the magic, Mama. The next time you're preparing to go to Costco, have a proactive conversation. Remember last time we went, what happened? I was worried, you weren't safe, you were upset, everyone cried, then we had to leave. Remember that? Today is going to be different. We are going to shop and we're going to have dinner there. Why don't you grab some things you might want to do at the dinner table, just in case you're not hungry? You've headed it off at the pass. You've set the expectation. Our job is to sit at that table together until everybody's done. I can keep you safe because you're sitting at that table with me. I hope that helped. I know it's a lot to think about. And if you're looking for a little bit more specifics or something else came up for you, feel free to submit another question. And for all of you amazing mamas out there, raising your toddlers in a post-pandemic world, know that I'm here. I do have one-on-one slots open. There's only a couple left for the rest of the month. But if you feel like it's really important that you get to talk directly to me about your specific struggles, please go ahead, make a comment, or reach out, and I will be there. Thank you, Mama, for making time for yourself and prioritizing your parenting, listening to this podcast. Until the next episode, stay mindful and proactive as you transform the toddler years.